everybody. I hope you voted today. Let's see, what do I tell you first? I am going on vacation for a week starting this Sunday. I'll be back on November 20th. That means anything that ships between the 13th and the 20th will go nowhere until I get back. So I am a one-woman show, and unfortunately nobody's covering for me while I'm gone. So I do care about you and your orders, and I'm sorry for the hassle, but I really need a vacation. So I will be leaving the store open so your orders can come in. They just won't be able to ship until I'm back in town on the 21st. And hopefully that my jet lag is not too terrible and I'll be able to ship them out on the 21st. Worst case, the 22nd. But please know that if you don't hear from me for a couple days, that's why. My next pop-up is December 3rd at the Cask from 3 to 5. Usually it ends at 5 just because it gets a little bit dark in the space, and we kind of need the sunlight to be able to browse records. It gets pretty dark in the bar otherwise. And there should be a new turntable report and radio show coming towards the end of the week. So about this ginormous pile in my hands, we have brand new into the shop, both the SEAMOSS record and Preoccupations, which let's get those shown. So Preoccupations record, SEAMOSS record, brand new in, and I don't have open copies right now to play today, but as always on courtesydesk.shop there are sound samples to be found there. Restocked the T54 LP, the ever popular Soul Jazz Records 12-inch bag, fits about 25 albums, allows you to shop hands-free, and this is in black and gold. Exciting for you locals who care about VCU colors. Mysteriously, I got shipped the Stereolab mirror board cover. I thought these were gone, and yet, alas, here is the snazzy Silverboard Blue edition. So I only have one of these. Grab it while you can. Al-Qasar, back in stock on courtesydesk.shop. Same with the two Casual Dots records. Come on, Tigra. This is actually on my Discogs store for restocks that are just one copies and older or special orders, but I liked it enough to just get one more. Very often I'll just pop that in the Discogs store rather than courtesydesk.shop. So these next handful of records are all on my Discogs store, and I'll put a link to the shop in the video description section. So the Come On Tigra record, both Wiz compilations 1 and 3. The Ensemble Mileta Petrovaca, this is like modern gypsy music. And then the Beak 10-inch back in. So behind me right now is the Derya, Yıldırım and Grup Şimşek record, Dost 2. It has a digital download card. I guess it's sort of like a two-part series. So there was a part 1 that came out, I don't know if it was a year or 2 years ago now. So this is the long-awaited return on Bongo Joe. And as you can hear behind me, psychedelic Anatolian music, great grooves. And what I'm going to do is sort of fade this out, and I'm going to go into the Carla Dal Forno new record called Come Around. And I don't have my headphones on, so I'm just sort of loosely DJing. And this album is a little bit atmospheric, so I'll see if I can get a good volume on this. And I'll let it play out for a minute while I'm putting away this record. So the whole record is sort of this more ambient pop Certainly for fans of broadcast, I think Young Marble Giants fans will also appreciate this sort of more minimalistic pop. Very, very dreamy, beautiful music. And then there's also a full color insert for this as well. And then I'm going to fade in this new dummy collection, which is a collection of their 2 EPs on green vinyl. Really love the packaging of this dummy collection. It has this obi strip that wraps around both sides, and then the full color sleeve, which is a continuation of that art theme, and then the green vinyl. So the whole package is really cohesive, and because it's dummy, also the music is perfect retro future. Touchstones would be Stereolab, a little bit of Britpop and shoegaze mixed in. In more recent terms, let's see if I can get the cover to stay up. I know New Age is thrown in there, not quite as present for this earlier material. And those are records that, let's see, Trouble in Mind and Sub Pop did the single. And so this is the import LP. And this is in Cursides.shop. And I'm going to transfer now into the Hammered Holes record. So this is the Hammered Holes LP on Discord. For anybody who's been passionate about Discord records for the last 3 decades, what's so interesting about this record is you can hear all the decades of style and influence coming through in this sort of super group of a lineup with see, I don't want to forget anybody. So we've got Alec Mackay, who was in a ton of things, but Ignition and Faith come to mind off the top of my head first. Warmers, and then Mary Timony of Helium, and also like a kajillion different bands. But for now, I'm just gonna save time and say Helium. We all know Mary is in a whole bevy of beautiful bands. Chris Wilson, who will be best known for probably his drumming in Teddy Leo's band. And I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, Mark, who was in The Makeup, and I feel like it was another, Chain and the Gang. So you've got, DC Ultimate Heritage in one record, but really every song you can hear some Minor Threat and early, like more of the hardcore side of Discord, but then you have Fugazi and Lungfish, even some Circus Lupus thrown in. For anybody who cares about the Discord catalog, this record is like a greatest hits, but it's all new material from one band. And comes with this really great zine. So, you know, for those of us who grew up in DIY hardcore culture and emo, this kind of checks all the boxes. So now I'm going to fade into the brand new Flex TMG. And again, these are all on curacydesk.shop. So the Flex TMG 12-inch Whisper Swish hits the right way. But this is the insert. Here's the back of the record. And I know this connection will only make sense to a handful of people who are more in my age group, but I've been waiting for a band that had sort of the joy and warehouse party sense to Luscious Jackson. And Luscious Jackson was Kate, who was in the Beastie Boys early on. They were on Grand Royal. And there hasn't been very many groups who fill that same sort of cross-section of punk disco, club. It's not party vibe in the traditional sense. But it just sort of lands to my ears in that same place as Luscious Jackson does for me, without being a copycat at all. They're totally their own thing. And I mean, it's been like years since I finally found a band that sort of comes even close to that same style. So I'm crazy about this 12-inch, and I think also after like 3 pretty tough years during the pandemic, joyful music feels extra important. So even though this isn't like radiating sunshine, there's just like a fun energy to it that I've sort of missed over the last couple of years. And I've found myself, especially lately, embracing records that bring me back to like a crowded warehouse dance party feeling. So that's what this record does for me. And I love the packaging. Once again, Domestic Departure hit it out of the park. And then I'm going to end on kind of a weird note, so bear with me here. So the Violators of Language 12-inch, well, it's an LP, and it's Andy Votel doing the production. I think he does some of the MCing. It's a collection of different MCs. Andy, of course, is a part of Finders Keepers. So as you might imagine, that the samples that he uses to create his beats are awesome. It's a really, really great listen if you care about underground hip hop. And this record does not disappoint. So weirdly, this does not appear like this version is not currently on Discogs. This is the black vinyl version. So I only have one of these. I got one for myself, but I figured maybe somebody might want one as well. So just send me a message, DM me, and I can sell this to you like off of Discogs, and since it's not on Courtesy Desktop Shop either, that's the only way you can get it. So we can figure out something behind the scenes, but I like it enough that I really want at least one other person to own this record too. I'm so glad that I decided to bring it in. So yeah, not on Discogs or Courtesy Desktop Shop. Just message me directly if you're interested. I think it's like 20, hold on, $30. I couldn't remember if it was 29 or 30. So there you go. That is a very long-winded breakdown of the records that I got in just the last 7 days. There are so many more things coming in as we head towards the holiday season. I will start listing some of those, and then like special exclusives that I'll have through the shop in the next 2 weeks or so. And in the meantime, everybody stay healthy and safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.